What up, Rob Cesternino? Yo, this is Daniel Sheriff, coming to you live from Athens, Ohio, at Ohio University. It's great to get a chance to get to be a Survivor correspondent. I'm very thrilled to have this opportunity, and I want to convince you why you should let me be a Survivor correspondent for this season of Survivor Philippines. Hang on one sec. I gotta get my OU hat. I gotta rock Ohio. I want everyone to know where I'm from. Bobcats right here, baby. Okay, why I should be a Survivor correspondent. First thing is, I am a super fan of Survivor. I love this show. I started watching Survivor in Season 9 in Vanuatu. I jumped in right after the merge, and when the women were picking off the guys, my first episode, I remember very clearly, it was the episode where the woman voted out Sarge Masters, leaving the guys down 6-2. I watched that season and saw how Chris Doherty, the only guy left in the merge with a bunch of girls, moved through every single one of those women and went on to win the $500,000. So I was super pumped to see that. It was awesome, and I just knew right then and there I was going to love this show, and I have not missed an episode of Survivor since Season 9. Along the way, after watching so many seasons, I went back and watched previous episodes from first season all the way to All-Stars and the other shows in Vanuatu I missed. I'm just fascinated with the game of Survivor, and each season I've watched has been great. I know every single competitor, every single castaway, every single vote, every single competition that's ever happened on Survivor. I know every person there. I mean, I could tell you the boot order from first season all the way to this season in competition challenges. And that's how obsessed and dedicated I am to becoming a member of the Survivor correspondent family. Okay, why I should be a Survivor correspondent, which tribe I want to follow. I would love to follow the Matsing tribe for Survivor Philippines. I am fascinated by the returning players this year because they're giving players a new opportunity. These are players that were medically evacuated, and I'm very excited to see that. I'm very interested to see how Mike Skupin's going to play because I never got to see his game. I saw him being a leader to the Kucha tribe. I saw him kill a pig. I saw him do a lot of good things for his tribe, but I never saw who his alliances were. So I really want to see how he plays this game. But he's not on Matsing. Jonathan Penner, I wasn't a huge fan of Jonathan Penner when he first played in Cook Islands. I did not like his flip-flopping. He was too wishy-washy and couldn't make up his mind on what he was going to do. Therefore, I'm not interested in following Penner. I know his game. Could he have gone all the way in fans versus favorites? He had a good shot. I mean, and when he was on the original favorites tribe, he was going to get picked off by the alliance of Parvati, James, Ozzy, Amanda, and Suri. Got shifted to Ira and got yanked out way too early. I was sad to see him go. He is interesting to me, Jonathan Penner, because of his background, but that's neither here nor there. I want to follow Matsing. Okay. First off, returning player Russell Swan. When I first saw Russell in Samoa, he had tremendous heart and a great spirit about him, and I knew instantly he was a strong player and someone that I would definitely want to root for. I loved his charisma, and he might not have been the greatest leader, but he had a great heart to him, and that's something I look for in Survivor players. It's so easy to find villains nowadays that to find genuine good-hearted Survivor players is such a rarity. I really want to see how Russell plays because, again, I didn't get to see what Russell's strategy was. I've read some of his interviews, and he said he was sort of in alliance with Eric Cardona from Samoa. I don't know who else he was in alliance with. He was a very strong competitor. He's going to be a great asset to this tribe. The reason I want to cover Matsing, not just because of Russell and see how he plays the game, I compare the Matsing tribe to the Shapiro tribe. Rob, you would know all about the Shapiro tribe. That was the tribe you were on in All-Stars. The Shapiro tribe was definitely the most eclectic tribe out of the three tribes that they first originally started with in All-Stars. I mean, you had Rob, the New Yorker, Rob Cesternino, Boston Rob, Big Tom Buchanan from Africa, the very outspoken Alicia Calloway and the infamous Finger in Your Face, the quiet, under-the-radar Amber Burkich, and the boisterous Sue Hawk. Your tribe was definitely an interesting tribe to watch, and it provided a lot of entertainment, and I enjoyed seeing that. The Massing tribe, I think, is very eclectic. Here's, for starters, you got Russell, the returning player. I mean, it's interesting how he's going to react to this tribe. I am very interested to see how the guys take him. You've got Malcolm on one hand. He has pretty much said he does not want a returning player back. You know, he's got a lot of cockiness. You said it best yourself. He's, I guess, like Tyson. Malcolm is definitely a character and could be a potential villain. So it'll be interesting seeing how he reacts with that. I am interested in seeing Zane. A bit of a redneck, probably. Definitely someone that I would not meet in my everyday life. He also doesn't want returning players. I can automatically see Malcolm and Zane hooking up in an alliance to try and get rid of Russell the very first day. I can see that because they don't want returning players there, and they'd see Russell more as a threat than an asset. The girls, I mean, you've got Roxanne, a seminary student. You know, we've all seen the influence religion can play in this game, especially the way it played in the South Pacific with Coach and his alliance. I was not a fan of that strategy. It rubbed me the wrong way. However, it was a successful strategy, and it worked. So it's going to be very interesting seeing how Roxanne takes to her tribe, whether or not how strong religion is going to play in her game. You've got Denise, the sex therapist, the first ever sex therapist on Survivor. I'm very curious to see how Denise is going to react. She seems to be in very good physical shape, a very strong physical competitor, someone who could be a great asset to their tribe. And it's going to be interesting seeing how she reacts to these girls. Then you have Angie from Utah. I like Angie because she seems pretty hot. I'd like to see her go far. I always tend to root for the underage competitors. I mean, I loved Natalie in Redemption Island. Even though she wasn't the sharpest player, she represented the teenagers, and maybe she could have done a better job, but she got to the Final Three. She's the youngest person to ever to get to the Final Three, and I think that's phenomenal. Then you have Brandon, he was 19 years old when he came on. You know, he came in with the legacy of Russell, and I was expecting him to be cutthroat. He definitely did not meet the expectations I had for him. In a bad way. He was a terrible game player. He didn't know what he was doing. A lot of emotional problems, and I wasn't impressed with his game. Then you had Colton. He was either 19 or 20 from One World. I hated Colton. I don't respect Colton at all in the way he played the game. The things he said, they came from a place of hate and ignorance, and I'm very glad he's not on this season. Oh, and of course there is Frosty Zernow from China, the youngest one, first one who was underage from China, and he was fun to watch, great competitor, unfortunately too strong of a competitor, got too many second places, not enough victories to get himself farther in the game. Moving on. I'm very interested in seeing how the girls are going to react, because these are three extremely different girls. You've got a mom / sex therapist, seminary students, and you also have a model Miss Teen USA from Utah. I mean, the Massing tribe is so eclectic. You've got two guys who I think are going to definitely clash with Russell there. There's going to be a lot of egos clashing on the Massing tribe. That's definitely going to, I think, cause a lot of drama, and this tribe's either going to do great in challenges and be the underdogs, or they're going to self-destruct very early and destroy and implode from within. And I'm very curious to see who in that tribe would find the hidden immunity idol. You know, there's only 6 people. Anyone can find it. It's really up to them whether they want to take the risk of looking for it so early on or not. Rob, I really want to be a Survivor correspondent this season. I'm a huge fan of the show. This would be a great opportunity for me to discuss Survivor with one of the greatest Survivor players ever. And I mean that literally. If that scores me brownie points, great. You played a phenomenal game in Amazon, got robbed in All-Stars, but not the point right now. I would love to discuss Survivor with you and share my knowledge of this game. I am 18 years old, but I think that I have a lot of extensive knowledge in this game, and I'm a true student of the game. I think it'd be a great asset to have on the Rob Has a Web Show and recaps. So please select me, Daniel Sheriff, freshman at Ohio University. Go Bobcats! My email address is danielsheriff@roadrunner.com. I'm going to spell out Sheriff for you. That's SHERRIFF. Then there's my phone number. If you want my phone number, it is 216-970-5218. Again, that's 216-970-5218. Pick me to be on the Survivor correspondent. I think you'd be making a great choice, and I hope to hear from you soon, Rob.